Alright, we should be live. If you guys can hear us, please comment. We had to update some stuff here. So
where am I sitting?
you can sit here. I'm gonna jump out. Hold up, John. Anything? Yes? Anyone? No. Bob, can you hear me?
So dark.
Bob? Action Sports Games, Bob. Wait, Tang, you should be on this side in the center. Alright. You guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Where's my phone? Don't touch my ear. I'll break your finger. Right. Yes? No? Yes!
Was someone commented?
It works. I think
Cool.
it works, guys. Okay, I'm out.
All right.
Yay.
Live show is
Thanks,
live.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Party
man
foul.
down. Man down.
Well, there's not enough room to speak.
Mark, would you be lame and grab us another chair?
Oh, there's...
Four of us?
Yeah.
Well, no, four. I'm not gonna be here.
We should
Tang's
do a
gonna be
bench
center.
seat.
Should be off camera.
No, we'll get you on. We'll just get this started with Brian to start. All right, guys, welcome to the GITV live show at 4:40 on June 9th, 2015. We got Tang rolling in here. All right, so we got Brian and Tang from Jag Precision. Now we got a lot of cool new products to show you, and we're going to talk about some previous games these gentlemen have been to, and it is going to be pretty fun. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just kind of introduce yourself a little bit to the audience, and I guess your experience level with Airsoft and all that stuff.
I guess I'll go first.
Yes.
Name's Brian. Work for Jag. Basically focus on Echo 1, and I'm known as the Echo 1 guy, but work with all kinds of other products like Mad Bull, VFC, and all that. Been working for Jag since 2007. Was in an Airsoft retail store from early 2000s, so basically been a player, then retail, and then wholesale manufacturing, and then Airsoft's my life. So that's my story.
God bless America. All right, now Tang, what's your experience level? How long you been in the airsoft industry?
First off, hello to Bob at ASG.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob, double Bob day.
Well, I've been airsofting since 2001. I used to work for a company called Jungle Toy. If you guys are, fudge, that's so long ago. And doing a family business here and there, and then came back to work for Jag. Jag, I pretty much started back in the tech corner with Brian. Now I do sales and a little bit of marketing here and there. It's pretty much the gist of it.
Yes. Now you guys have also been out to a lot of games recently. You went to BB Wars Episode 1, which you were thankfully leading a lot of my Rebel troopers who were of a bit younger age, which is nice. You were passing out beef jerky, which was very helpful and very protein effective on the field. Now you were rocking a PKM for a big portion of the day, as well as a Jag AK, and you were rocking an E&L AK, I believe.
That's right.
Now I think you have one of the guns you guys were rocking at that event today.
Okay.
Now I was likewise rocking an E&L AK. However, I do like your setup because it was minimalist. Now you just had the front vertical foregrip, but I like the fact you have the rails on there. It's a pretty solid build. What was your experience using that at D14?
First of all, I got a lot of kills with it. Very good. Nice open field at D14, so I could pretty much shoot clear. What's that?
There we go. Just got to get that out. Go ahead.
What is that?
No comments. All right, so you can shoot clear across the field with that gun, but what were your experience at least at D14 and using that gun on that same field?
Well, first of all, it is pretty darn heavy. So, again, I wasn't kidding about you should be in decent shape to carry it, because I could feel it at the end of the day, running back and forth and corralling all the little kids and But I don't know. I enjoyed it. Definitely my favorite AK. I also have the AK-700, which I run from time to time. And this one, as far as the field goes, it's super realistic. So.
Now, what I've noticed about the E&L AKs is that, I mean, from my perspective, they're incredibly realistic, very rugged. I used one up at Fort Ord, which you guys were also at, and it was nice to be able to run around with both my pistol and the E&L AK, and I would bang it into walls, bang it into
don't have to worry.
Yeah, it's just so sturdy. It's like slam, like well, don't have to worry. It's fine.
This one's pretty much been abused. I've drowned it in mud a few times. Still shot, jammed, of course, but after cleaning it works fine. So it's been to hell and back. Never mind the missing rear sight. This is always a work in progress. Like I just installed the ProWin hop-up chamber in there and some other good stuff. But yeah, all in all, when I'm running AKs, I mean, this is this thing's pretty beast.
Well, I highly approve of that, and you guys also have a lot more products from JAG in the studio as well. And just so you guys know, tonight is Vendors Night at our West Coast walk-in store. So right after this live show, Tang and Brian are going to be heading over to our West Coast walk-in store. They're going to be talking about a lot of cool new JAG products, and they're also going to be raffling off 3 different items from the JAG inventory. One is, I believe, a Speed Airsoft BB Shield. Correct me if I'm wrong, which is really great because if you spend money on optics,
Basically a cover. Right
yes. So basically, you know, it covers that, and, you know, it prevents BBs for the most part getting in and destroying the front part of your sight. And if you're going to spend a lot of money on a really good optic, you want to make sure it's protected, and you protect that investment. So that's definitely good to have. You guys can be raffling off that, as well as one of my favorite products you guys carry, which is the DEF CON War Dog pack. Correct? Now, I believe you guys both have one, right?
I have one.
Yeah. Those packs are great. If you guys don't have like a bug out bag setup, it's really great, especially in Southern California where, you know, we do have earthquakes or other natural disasters or whatnot. It's good to have, like, you know, water, food, you know, a lighter and candles, or what I keep is I keep potable water tablets, just so in case I find a stream, you know, I can make potable water out of that using running water. But it's always good to have something in case of emergencies, and the DEF CON War Dog pack works really well for that. But in addition, I'm going to talk a lot about this pack because I love it. You can extend the top and include, like, I believe you can put like
put a full-size rifle like this in there. So
yeah,
it's
about what, 12 magazines, something like that.
Yeah. On the side pouch, you can put a lifestyle. I use mine for hiking or random stuff, from gun range to hiking or even the beach days. It's a small bag. When it's empty, you can squish it like this, and it's out of sight, out of mind. So it's not like a big backpack.
No,
That's why it's good.
It's really not. It's very compactable, and it's got a lot more compartments than you think, especially the ones right along the main zipper. But yeah, actually, what I've been mostly using mine for lately, besides the bug out bag, is you guys probably can't see this, but I'll carry my KMP9 in there. On the off days, I want to use that, as well as a bunch of extra gas, magazines, and other stuff. So you can carry a lot of stuff in it. Enough talking about that. But you guys are also going to be raffling off a SOCOM Gear 1911, correct?
Yeah, high kappa.
High kappa. So if you guys don't have a sidearm and you're looking to get one for, I guess it would be considered free, head on over to our West Coast walk-in store. Meet these guys. These are great guys to play Airsoft with. And also you can ask them about the cool new products that are coming out from JAG, and also have a chance at those awesome raffle prizes. So that's going to be 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at our West Coast walk-in store in Walnut, California. So head out there right after the live show, and we'll see you guys there.
See you guys.
Live show over. All right, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Chili's.
Baby back ribs. So why don't we bring on some other JAG products? Why don't we talk about this one, since we already got it right here? What can you tell me about this bad boy?
Well, so far this is a sample. It's
a little reversed.
It's the SOCOM Gear Gen 2 Noveske M4, or N4, sorry. As you notice with the Gen 2 bodies, you have a bigger magwell flare.
There we go. Look at that.
Matching tan rail, which is a Mad Bull rail.
This is a Mad Bull love child baby.
Now, obviously, the scope. Well, I assume obviously the scope.
The scope is just for looks, but
exactly, yeah.
If you're looking for a Noveske, you know, there's trades on the back, on the upper, the body. It's deep engraved. It's gonna be super legit, and it's not just like, not to clown on our Platinum series with the NSR, where it's just M4 NSR. This is
basically, if you're a big Noveske fanboy, the Noveskes, the Gen 2s have a different receiver compared to normal M4s, which you can't get on, you know, separately on the market right now. So this is the most faithful replica of current Noveske.
Yeah.
So I mean, from what you're saying, it seems like the receiver is flush with the actual NSR rail.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see the little raised impression that kind of lines up with where the NSR.
just like the real firearm.
No, it's cool.
So,
It definitely gives it that aggressive look, and it's faithful to the actual reproduction. So that's pretty dope. Now it comes with a high capacity magazine. Does not come with the flash hider, I assume, right?
That was separate.
This is separate.
We just threw that on.
This is still a sample, though. We don't have like the final split. Most likely mid cap or high cap.
It shoots. We chrono at about 420 FPS. It has a functioning bolt catch, which, you know, if you lock it and then press the thing. Also the flared magwell. If you can tell between that and normal M4, this is a lot more aggressive, so allows you for a quick, easy mag change. You know, you don't have to fumble around like that.
It definitely makes it easier to get the magazine in there, especially in stressful situations. Like I know at our BB Wars game, there were BBs flying just about anywhere and everywhere. So I mean, be able to reload the mag a little, even like a second or two faster, will be all the difference between getting hit and having to go back to regen, or at least getting that target that's downrange. Well, cool. Why don't we check out some of your other stuff? I know you brought quite a few different stuff today. So,
Well, in the world of Noveske, we're still rocking the. Oh, this one looks cooler. The Platinum Edition, basically the M4 Platinum, OEM by VFC. So you have, basically, this is urban gray. You look against the shirt, it's black. Urban gray. It looks kind of shiny because it's bright lights, but it's very nice urban gray with a blue tint. Here's another trick.
Yeah, if you remember during SHOT Show, we showed this one, which was a one-off, basically the NSR in gray, which is the Echo 1 Platinum gray base with the gray NSR. Since everyone loved it so much, we turned it into a production model here.
Yeah. So you can buy the rail separate. It's Mad Bull NSR. You have the full size and then the shorter one as well. Is there a third one? Or is it just the two?
It's just the two.
Okay.
So you have the 13 and the...
So you can buy them aftermarket, or you can buy them, like you can check at airsoftgi.com to buy a complete build like this, minus optic unless you want, but it'll come with a Troy sights like so. So you can buy a complete like this or parts.
Now, I just want to interject that a lot of us here at GI are specifically fans of the Echo 1 Platinum because right out of the box, it performs great. The externals are amazing, and in fact, a lot of the custom guns that our world-class tech department uses. A lot of our custom guns, they use the base gun for those builds, which are Echo 1 Platinum guns, because right out of the box they perform amazingly. They're easy to modify if you need to do that, and also the externals are immaculate. So that being said, it's kind of cool you guys are coming out with different color body builds. I know we saw these at SHOT Show. So
well, the cool thing about the new Platinum series, like the gray ones, you have the new rotary style pop-up unit. So
yeah, you got to get that.
There we go.
Yeah, let's get a little closer. Right there, you can see
so
that.
It's easy to adjust. That comes standard. You will have a new reinforced tappet plate and also a piston and the same gears, motor, and wire harness, and super beefy gearbox. So it took the already good VFC Platinum gearbox gun design, new hop-up unit, better plastic internals, and it's even better.
That's
So
awesome.
you don't really have to do anything. You can plug in a LiPo and go to town on it. So good.
I really say, like, I really do like the rotary hop-ups. It's a lot easier to adjust on the field than like the slide bar hop-ups or any of the other ones. So that is definitely a nice design feature to have in a gun. So very well played. Very well played. Now, I also know you guys consistently use your Timberwolves on the field. I saw you guys had pretty interesting, or at least like your guns were sincerely used for quite a bit. You guys don't often transition to your sidearms, though, correct?
As a support gunner, I'm shooting, and if someone's close enough to get to me, I don't have time to put that down because I don't have a sling for it. So it's just like, you have me dead to rights, whatever. But
yeah,
like for CQB, like an Insight, I would use it, and it's good because it's compact and everything, and then it's good for training because I have the firearm version, so I have 9mm and 6mm, and it's good.
That's nice. And you guys have also stippled your guns pretty extensively, if I remember.
Yes. Well, it's just that grip. You need that.
Yeah. No, I'm addicted to stippling, so.
Fair play. Now, actually, someone's got a good question, but it's also a common one we get a lot for a variety of different brands. Denilso wrote us, and please forgive me if I just mangled your name. I really didn't mean to. They're asking, why are your guns so expensive? Now, I mean, there are multiple different tiers of guns in the airsoft world. Like there are, entry-level guns, there are mid-level guns, and there are high-end guns. I would consider the VFC Platinum a high-end gun. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff that you'd want in, a gun that costs at a higher tier right out of the box. So, I mean, you get what you pay for as far as like these guns are concerned. Like the E&L AKs, they're not entry-level guns, and you can see it in the build quality. They're incredibly rugged. So, I mean, would you guys like to chime in on why, like, certain guns cost more than other guns? I mean, obviously, the internals of these are immaculate. So.
I could do that. Well, say if you're saying I want to get an Echo 1 M4, you have the Platinum. It's basically all aluminum. It's very sturdy. It's mil-spec buffer tube. and you can do all kinds of things to it. It's sturdy. You can use this at a Milsim game or backyard plinking or even law enforcement training because you have things like the bolt catch and everything. And that's going to be up top. You know, if you want to go a little lower, we had the old version of the Stag series with the metal body. It doesn't have the bolt catch, doesn't have the mil-spec buffer tube, and it's not as beefy gearbox as like the VFC. That's a little lower. And then below that would be like our Troy series, which is a ABS polymer body with the 8mm gearbox.
We get a lot of comments, and forgive me, guys. Like, I'm trying to read the comments and also take our live show, but sometimes there's some pretty crazy ones that come down the pipe, like the one we're looking at. So,
are we allowed to swear?
I prefer if you
read
didn't.
that. Can you read that?
No, don't read that comment. don't.
Okay, well, back to that. So you have the plastic body, and that's good. Gearbox 8mm and everything has the Madball hop-up unit. It doesn't have a rotary style like this. It's just a Marui 2-piece type. And then if you don't want to spend that much money, it's like $260 or so for the Troy series. If you have the sights, trades, and everything, you can get the Genesis series, which is a good gearbox, I would say a more simplistic body. It is polymer or plastic, and plastic buffer tube and everything, and that's about $120, $130 mark. So you have the whole spectrum of how much you want to spend. But for the Genesis, you have a good gearbox. It's basically like the Troy, or the modified Taurus gearbox. It's super reinforced, so you're not going to get like the others out there that have like a low end line. The Genesis isn't low end because it's affordable on the outside, but it's built like a tank on the inside, if that makes sense. So you're not going, cool, thanks mom, I got a $100 gun, and then it breaks on you. No, it's not going to break. So, but Airsoft's like an investment. If you're going to play for summer, like college or high school or whatever, with your friends, get a $100 gun. If you're going to play for like 2 years, you know, save up, buy a Platinum. You know, it's an investment. You know, it's just like a car. If you need a daily driver, get what works. If you want a race car, here you go. And that is that.
Somebody just asked, and I didn't hear you cover it, so I just want to make sure the question gets answered. Do these guns come with a Type 4 barrel?
They're 606 standard, so it's better than 606, 605, something around 606. So it's tighter than your usual one, but not like not an upgrade.
Yeah,
like a super upgrade. Just enough to use any kind of ammo pretty much and still be reasonably accurate.
Well, the cool thing with the Platinums, there's a collar at the end that actually will stabilize the barrel. A lot of guns, it really bugs me, and a lot of people will see this.
Yeah, they'll pretty much wobble from
there's
inside.
Support with the hop up here. Yeah, and you have that little wobble. So you can have a Type 4 barrel, but it's not going to do anything because it just wobbles in the barrel.
If it's not fixed, what's the point?
Yeah. So we can name names, but Platinum.
Okay.
Good.
Now, you guys have been to a lot of games. More specifically, recently, in addition to our BB Wars Episode 1 game, you went to Strike on the Steps, which is a Milsim West game, which we're going to cover in a second after we go over some more product you guys brought, such as, I believe, that one right there, the one in the middle. And I want to answer a question that someone asked a second ago. Where can I get that pack that we just talked about, which is the DEF CON War Dog pack? You can get it on airsoftgeo.com. I believe we have them in both tan and black. I personally own the tan one. A lot of my friends own the black one, so it's up to you guys which to choose. What is this guy?
This is another sample. We talked about it at SHOT Show. It is our fully licensed Knights SR-16. It's in conjunction with Z-Shot. They work with Knights, and then also basically us. So it's a trifecta of Z-Shot, Knights, and Echo One.
Nice.
So we'll have the full trades. Huh?
No.
Oh.
I can count to 3 on one hand.
Ah, well played.
German. So it's going to be a polymer body. It's going to come with the key mod, not the grip. This is just because it's like our wall sample at work. But it will be around $200 mark. It
will come with the key mod.
I mean, I'm not the key mod,
Like the grip,
the tack grip. But it will come with the key mod rails, which is a bonus. Most key mods don't have that, so it's going to come with the rails. Will come with the metal flip-up sights, which is good. And the gearbox will be similar to the Genesis in the fact that it's like the Taurus super reinforced gearbox, and also kind of like the Genesis with the Mark I type flash hider, so you can use a MOX suppressor if you like, and a one-piece outer barrel. shake it, it's not going to break.
Wow.
So this would be cool. Shooting for around summertime or so, hopefully soon.
Mm-hmm.
But we have other things like the GAT, which is finally out after 1,000 years. Some of you guys haven't even been alive that long, but the GAT's coming out. So that's exciting.
And if you guys are looking for the GAT, we actually already have it up on pre-order on airsoft.com.
Buy it.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun for CQB, and it's cool that the battery's in the grip because that is a very compact gun. So
And you can take the grip off,
Mhm.
and you have sling points on the front, so you can run a sling like a 2-point, put a battery bag on there, and you're good.
Now, out of curiosity, have you actually gone out and played with the GAT at an airsoft event?
No.
Okay.
I have.
Because I have been super busy. You used it in Texas, right?
Yeah, I used it for BB Wars. I didn't really get to use it out in the field, so what I did was I just shot it next to other people's guns at the range they have,
Mhm.
which is great. I got like probably on 2H, probably out to 180 feet, while everyone else's guns were like, would you? And then the GAT's just like this big, and it's, you know, reaching all the way out there. So it's pretty good.
Well, it has a Mad Bull bucking already installed, so that helps a lot.
Oh, stock it has a mandible
Yes.
bucking. Oh, that's
Right.
nice.
Like all Echoes.
Well played, sir. Shoot, someone did have a quote. Oh, yeah, this is actually a good one. I can't remember the person's name, so we'll waive shout-outs until we get to the last, maybe let's say 5 or 10 minutes. But someone's asking, what's some advice you can give if someone's going to their first, like, airsoft event? I mean, if you're going to a Milsim West event, there's a lot more advice you're going to need because it's a very specific setup. But if someone's going to, you know, their first Milsim or just airsoft event, what advice would you give them?
I would say, like, say if they're going to go SC Village or like their local field, go to that website and look at the rules. And like if you need face protection, if you're a minor, or ear protection, that's the new thing, ear protection. A lot of people get turned away because they don't have that. You don't want, like, say if you're a minor, you don't want your parents driving you there, and then, oh, you're turned away, and then your parents are going to get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to buy that thing. So I would say, see what the field says, and then if you're more curious, I would say learn and go to YouTube and like search the field and see what this guy's doing, this guy's doing, this guy's doing, and just don't ask one person, but like get a general consensus of what everybody says. Like, hey, I went here, I used this, and everything. And also don't be a super noob and say, how much FPS do I need? You know, because if you do that, people are going to make fun of you, and it's like, it's just better to kind of be informed, and then you show up. So you don't want big kids picking on you. I'm just saying, I've seen it and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean that happens. It seems like in a lot of different sports. I mean, whether it's airsoft, whether it's paintball, whether it's something else, you know, it seems like there's always kind of that elitist attitude with people who've been playing for a while. They look down on younger players, and that's definitely not the way to grow the sport. So it's always better to be inclusive. But you know, life is life. Things are unfair, and that happens. So
Well, if you ask questions, that's good. But if you ask the questions that's like listed on the website and everything else like that, it's like, come on, at least spend some time learning,
Mhm.
and then you're good.
No, it's definitely always important to learn as much as you can about, you know, where you're playing or what kind of event it is before, so you don't make those mistakes. Get out there to the point where now you're going to have to leave and get that stuff before you can come back and play. And also, you made a very good point. You don't want to waste your parents' time. So, I mean, it is kind of on your recognizance to at least learn as much as you can before you go. What do you think, Tang? Like, what is something you would give advice for that?
Well, I guess in addition to that, go with an open mind. You know, don't go with the chip on your shoulder thinking you know everything. Granted, some of the older kids might not be willing to inform you as much, but still keep an open mind anyway, because you can learn a couple things and you make friends better that way. Which, you know, once you get in good with a couple people, you pretty much have a good group that you can start working together and playing better, rather than being like the weird lone wolf guy that just plays by himself and gets killed. That's no fun.
Yeah.
It's doable, but yeah, it does stink to be out there on your own. But actually, I mean, airsoft is a great way to meet new people, you know, make new friends. So I mean, even if you do happen to go out to the field on your own, like, you're right, keep an open mind and, you know, try and meet some new people or say hi. If you are low on experience, it's always good to at least like admit that and just be saying you're trying to learn. In addition, I saw another question about what's a good ambidextrous gun. For obviously that means, you know, both left or right-handed. Now on the list that person asked, they mentioned a shotgun. I personally love shotguns, and those do work in an ambidextrous fashion. But I know you guys have some guns out here that are ambi-friendly or lefty-friendly, like this gun in particular. What would you guys suggest for an ambidextrous friendly gun?
Well, unfortunately, not well played. as you're saying. The Knight's SR-16, it's a foe or fox. Ambi, it's just for looks.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for Ambis, like we have our MTC series.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
I think
at the top of my head.
M14, with the exception of the selector, everything else
That's
is
super
pretty
old
much.
school. That was before Ambi was created.
Mm.
Yeah, left-handers didn't exist.
I think just the MTC series. But you can learn, like, I'm a right-handed person, but I can shoot my pistol and a rifle left-handed. It is weird when you get your eye lined up, but you can do it.
I mean, it's certainly important because I'm right-handed, but I prefer to switch to shooting left-handed on some of those corners because I don't want to expose myself to more fire than I have to. So it's definitely helpful to learn to shoot with both hands.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, if you wouldn't mind, could you pull out the stuff you guys are gonna be raffling off today at Vendors Night? You guys are heading over right on after. And actually, yeah, you guys are bringing some goodie bags to the folks that are showing up as well. So I believe the first 15 or 20 folks to show up are going to get a goodie bag with some.
Still need that mag.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Well, let me hide this thing here. Watch this. Oh, look at inside the goodie bag. You'll have a high cap mag. It's M4 high cap, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. A kill rag, which could be used for a sun handkerchief for your neck, or barbecue napkin, or anything else you desire in a fashionable tan color.
Miniature picnics.
Yes.
I haven't heard that one before. All right.
Actually, it's really good for barbecue stains, just saying.
Yeah. Well, you have experience in that matter, so I'll go with that.
A hat. We have tan and black, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot in California. Some maracas, actually just BBs, .25s. Patches. We have the little rectangle patch and the square ones. I mean the circle ones. And inside, the experience of meeting us and Bob at Airsoft J Walnut store.
All right, so yeah, if you guys head on over to Vendors Night right after this live show, you're going to have a chance to get those goodie bags with everything you just saw here. In addition to a chance to winning some raffle prizes, which we're going to show you right now. Do you have the Speed Airsoft BB Shield with you? Shucks. All right, well, you guys can see it on our Facebook. We actually put up a graphic showing these two guys in our Tactical Gearheads video, which you haven't seen. You should head on over to Airsoft GI's YouTube after this performance, after this live show, and check it out because these guys did a bang-up job being on camera.
Oh, we broke the internet.
Yes, we did break the internet.
What happened?
Due to a high volume of comments, comment loading is disabled. Click here to continue loading
He's
comments.
talking about cats.
I know, right? Well, the internet does love cats. Actually, this is a good question. What was that? What? Which one?
Nothing.
Oh.
Tank sees it.
Oh,
What? I don't see it.
No. Don't worry.
Roger that. Out of curiosity,
Little
like
mad swag.
at Milsim events, do you guys prefer to run like a mesh mask, any face covering, or just eye pro? I know at BB Wars, I think you were just wearing some Bole goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad idea, by the way.
Yeah.
Always get shot on the lip.
Yep.
Well, for strike or the road to row stuff, I had the mesh thing, but it was like cold and foggy and everything. So the one time I decided to take it off, the guy shot me in the face and just squirting out blood. I'm like, that sucks. But for this recent one, I just had from you guys Plano, Texas store, the Condor little neck thing.
Oh yeah.
That thing works, so it's like it basically keeps my mouth, like my chin up and my mouth closed so I don't get my teeth shot out. But since we're kind of far away with, like, I had the 240 and they had the blanks, so we can't get too close, kind of like in a safe bubble zone. So it worked. So I didn't have face protection.
Fair play.
And Tang didn't either, neither did Roland. We were kind of like super operators.
Well, when I die, I just do this.
Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of people actually take their dead rags and just hold them in their mouths in an effort not to get shot in the teeth when they're walking out.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
But it's like my pouches are dirty. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I use the heck out of my dead rag, so yeah, I really wouldn't want to do that. Now you guys recently went to Strike on the Steps. Now that was a Milsim West game. That was held in Washington, correct?
Yes.
Centerville, Washington.
Yeah. Now Milsim West games are a bit different than other Milsim games out there. For instance, they're usually continuous, like a 40-hour Milsim game, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You also have extremely limited ammo where you get resupplied on the field. So from what I remember, you guys are basically given, you know, a set amount of BBs when the game begins, like a bag of 500.2s or 0.25s or 0.32s or whatever you specific BB weight you desire. You're given that bag ahead of time, and hopefully you don't run out, or or at least like if you do get shot, you can get searched and that can be pulled off of your body.
Yes.
Correct?
That's the advantage of it. It's good and bad. Like if you're just going to go there shooting like a maniac, you're going to run out of ammo and then you're not going to help your team. It's a lot of team effort of conserving your shots, and then also if you search people, taking their BBs so then they can't use them on you. And you can even capture the enemy resupply and then take all their waters for your medics and also their BBs, so then when the resupply shows up, the other team has nothing, they're empty. So that's pretty cool.
I did hear stories of people getting searched and then finding a speed loader on the other person's body, opening up the speed loader and just pouring out all the BBs.
That's fair game.
Yeah. No, it seemed like someone was not like, it's not gaming the system, but it's like taking advantage of anything in the rules, because it's like you need those BBs, so now you're gonna be stuck picking them up off the ground to use them again. Yeah. So very interesting. And you guys, I believe someone made off with your tourniquet.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but hey, I got him back in the end.
Touche. Now that's another interesting thing, is that Milsim West started using a new tourniquet designed by Tactical Tailor. One of my favorite companies before I started working at GI, because I bought one piece of kit from them and it lasted what's that called, a long time. Now so
lifetime.
No, it hasn't broke yet. But they're using tourniquets designed by Tactical Tailor. How did those work out for you guys?
Very good. What they used to do is, just like a lot of other places, they use like those ace bandages, which, you know, wrap it up really quickly and you're back in the fight. This one, it kind of functions like a strap tourniquet, but it's just in look, so it doesn't actually cut off your circulation, because if you use a real tourniquet, you'd probably have problems.
And there's a red tag on there, so it's usually like, there's pictures of me where it's like a big black band with like a red tag on there, so it's like, hey, that person's dead. And it's not like this ace bandage flopping around.
Plus, you know, being, if you're super Milsim and you wear your tourniquet on your kit, then it looks cool, just, you know, showing on your pouches and stuff that, you know.
I'm sure it's pretty easy to access too that way too. That's handy. Someone had a question about, like, let's see, Airsoft Zero. To both of you guys, like, if you could run a military specific kit, what unit would you choose? Like Naval Special Warfare, SAS, Spetsnaz? What would, if you could choose a group to make a kit around, what would you choose?
Go first, I'm thinking.
I don't know. I kind of, you know, the military kits, I love them and all, but I want to play something different. And by different, I mean like cops and robbers. I want to play like.
We were talking about Battlefield Hardline right before the game began. I mean, that would count as a kit. It's not military specific. So yeah, you could do law enforcement or heist missions. It'd be cool to have a Hardline game for sure. So you would want to be a criminal.
Yes, for sure. Although I do have a police uniform from, like, you know, The Walking Dead. I was Rick Grimes for last Halloween, so I have that. But I always wanted to be the bank robber. I like playing games like Payday.
Yeah, I never got a chance to play, but that was really fun, right? Dang, super jealous.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't say it, but the Heat Loadout with like the vest.
That's a good one.
I have that too.
That, I want to do that, but like for the whole military thing, I'm not really, like, I don't research like for the whole naval special war thing and everything. Like for what I used at the last Milsim West and the previous one, it worked. It's NATO or US multicam and the vest. I don't know what kind of kit that would be, but it worked. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get into kits sometimes, but I don't have to be super like anal retentive about, oh, it has to be this
certain
period.
pouch.
Like I try to mix a little bit of what works, especially like for the Milsim West game. First time out, I did the whole plate carrier business, trying to look like a Dev Grew, try hard.
Were you wearing real plates?
No, not that time.
Good.
Although Roland did. Shout out to Roland.
Roll car approved.
He hated that afterwards. But, you know, as you've learned after 40 hours, that stuff gets pretty heavy. So we switched to Tactical Tailor chest rigs and pretty much just go function over form.
And what works, works. It could be for you or someone else, but whatever works for you is best. So,
like,
don't copy everybody.
They loaned us the use of replica Humvee, so you know, when I got to drive it, getting in and out of that thing was pretty difficult. Would be pretty difficult if you're wearing like a full hydration backpack, salt
I had issues. That's why
and
I
all that
stayed in the
stuff.
back.
So, you know, running the chest rig was perfect.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's definitely on games where you're going to be moving pretty far out there. I mean, chest rig definitely overperforms over a plate carrier, especially if you're going long distance.
Chest rigs are underrated in Airsoft, but everyone has to have a plate carrier.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I base wearing a plate carrier on something really stupid, nerdy, and absurd. Like I like looking like a Ninja Turtle.
Okay.
So the fact that I carry a lot of stuff and I have a shotgun scabbard, it really like completes that look for me. So yeah, that goes back to I believe the early '90s. Someone really wanted me to pull this gun out just to show it off. This is a GHK G5, very fun gun, and he wanted me to point it at the camera. Mission accomplished. I hope you were watching.
Hey, Ramey says, "Is the GAT road car approved?" I guess so.
Okay. Now, out of curiosity, there are a lot of pyrotechnics in a lot of Milsim West games.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
Controlled fireworks and explosions and
Yes.
stuff.
There's blank fire, which is using real guns, but blank fire adapted, so there's no projectile expelled. Just a lot of loud noise and flash, which used by guys that are what.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing in the comments. Someone asked if they could purchase my sideburns, and no, you cannot, but you can earn your own. Anyway, go on.
It's in the next mystery box.
Okay.
But yeah, we have the blank fires, which is just there for effect. People ask, I got asked like a gajillion times, how does the blank fire work? It's just for theatrics. You know, if you're on the receiving end, you get really pumped up and into it because you hear like, you know, some actual fire instead of it's like
What was that?
or if you're
Yeah, that does sound like it.
For Milsim West games, you guys spend thousands of dollars on your kit and gear and everything.
yes,
For the love of everything holy, buy a LiPo. LiPos cost nothing. Do not bring an 8.4 battery. That's Brian's rant of Tuesday. No 8.4s. That's annoying. Like, I'm a sniper. And they... I'm done.
Okay.
Oh.
Someone's asking what the price is on the GAT.
it's gonna be 165 range for
170.
on the retail side.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll come with two high caps, 250 rounds, battery and charger, 8.4 or sorry, whatever.
Well, 8.4 is good on stock guns. I mean, like, when your optic is a $200 optic and you have an 8.4 battery, no.
And you're like cry or die head to
Yes.
toe, but your gun just sounds like it's gonna die. Then you're gonna cry.
Well said. Well, are there any games that we can look forward to seeing you guys at in the future? I don't know if you guys. I don't think you guys are heading out to the Milsim West game in the East Coast. Are there any events you guys are looking forward to going to?
We're gonna hibernate for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you.
I
Are
like
we-
the way you say that.
Can we talk about another store event, maybe?
What?
Okay. Sorry.
Actually, I do want to invite you guys out. We have a game coming up right before Halloween. Have you guys ever been to any zombie games? I don't know why I didn't ask you this before.
I've only
I'm
been
the
to
biggest
haunted
zombie fan ever.
houses with
Really?
zombies.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
are?
My email address is zombie blank blank.
Okay. So yeah, you'll probably go. What were you saying, Tag?
Depends on the day.
I haven't actually shot at zombies other than in video games.
Well, now is your opportunity. We did a zombie game last year at GamePod, and we plan on doing another one this year. But what's really fun is you guys ever seen, what was that, 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later? You know how the zombies run?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes things a lot scarier.
I
Did you
agree.
go to Not Scary Farm for the zombie laser tag maze last year?
I wanted to.
I did twice.
That much fun. Was it a lot of fun?
Yes, it was very fun.
Wow.
That's how much I love zombies. Wait in line for 3 hours.
Wow, Jesus, how much did that cost?
A lot.
Unacceptable. Actually, guys, I'm sorry, but we're actually running late on this live show. So if there are any shout-outs or any questions, we'll try and get to them really quickly in the end of this. Let's see. No, his sideburns are going to be in the next weapon box. No, I will not be putting my sideburns in the next mystery box. We don't have any details on upcoming mystery boxes yet. If they're on the website, you will see them there. Let's see. Best clothing brand for games. That's interesting. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Whatever you're comfortable in.
Boom.
I like Nikes. They make me run faster.
Okay. PF Flyers. I personally, it's from Sandlot. No, okay. I personally like to wear clothing that doesn't bunch up around the crotch because I hate kneeling down and then being incredibly uncomfortable. So recently, I actually started wearing some LBX pants and combat shirts. Very comfortable. So I haven't had any issues with those. I also use Triple Aught Design because I like internal knee pads. I also use Condor Stealth Operator pants because I don't like wearing external knee pads. So I like being able to put in internal knee pads that won't slide up or down.
What about your footwear? That's important.
Footwear is important. I use Under Armour Tactical Valsets boots. They're incredibly light. They're under a pound a piece. They're very breathable. I've been rocking the ones I currently own for almost 2 years now. But they just came out with an updated version we have on our website of the Under Armour Tactical Valsets boots. And I keep recommending them. A lot of people in our department wear them because of my recommendations. And I always say that they're like walking on clouds of awesomeness because they're just really comfortable. So, but yeah, Nikes do work. Especially, it's really fun that you guys like playing. You know, not necessarily the military guys, but just kind of something crazy and quirky like insurgents or basically locals. It's really fun to be able to just kind of wear what you want, like Nikes or tennis shoes. God forbid, I would never wear sandals. I do not want to get shot in the foot or in the open.
I've seen that before.
Yes, yeah, and it stings. All right, let's see if we got any questions or shout-outs. Waldo Soria, your shout-out is approved. Let's see.
For the HPA, the GAT.
Can you HPA the GAT?
Well, no, it's electric, but you can, with all the new yeah, actually you can.
It's a centerline nozzle, so I don't see why not.
Depends on
like a Polar Star Jack or the SMP. It's very doable because it's a standard. I mean, the proprietary gearbox shell, but all the internals are standard AEGs.
We'll probably, like we did with the Igor and the AMD65, we'll probably send a GAT to Polar Star so they can make a specific part for it, and then good to go.
Airsoft Zero, your shout out is approved. Is the comments going crazy? Is the Echo One Genesis M4 any good, or should I invest in the G&G combat machine? What do you guys think?
Get the Genesis M4. Gearbox is better.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up.
There's a lot of comments.
There are a lot of comments.
Bombarded.
Rebels, your shout out is approved. KC Ops Airsoft, your shout out is approved. What were you saying? Forerunners?
Go Rebels.
Go Rebels.
Yes, Rebels always win.
All right. When is the next sale? I believe we have sales coming up on July 11th, I believe, at our West Coast walk-in store as well as at our East Coast walk-in store because we do have a G&G appreciation game coming up on that weekend at GI Tactical in Virginia. So take a look out for those sales that are coming up really soon.
What's a good Marine sniper? Carlos Hathcock, who's the legendary White Feather.
That I've read his book, and that is a darn good book. I've seldom heard that referenced. Well played. Siad Hassan, please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Your shout out is approved. David Gomez, your shout out is approved, as well as Joseph Corin's shout out, which is approved. Let's see.
Oh, we're drowning.
Spartan Airsoft Ben, your shout out is approved. And Operator Spoderman, your shout out.
Spoderman.
Why does Spoderman sound familiar?
Spoderman.
It's those cartoon memes.
Huh.
Oh, that's so good.
I just keep thinking of Powdered
Stuff
Toast
about
Man.
Uncle Ben.
Oh,
jeez. Okay, let's see.
I am count on you, Bob
I was
Glorious.
looking at that, but I appreciate that, and I'm trying to figure it out. Kathy Tran, your shout out is approved. We're actually running really out of time, so let's see if there are any other questions we can answer really quick. Time Mods, your shout out is approved. Emilio Arriaga, your shout out is approved, as well as Ballistic Osprey, your shout out is approved.
Ultimate sidearm will be the GAT when it comes out.
yes.
All right, guys, we are actually out of time, but thank you for joining us for our live show on June 9th, 2015. And thank you, guys. We got Brian and Tang from Jag Precision. And again, if you guys are still watching and near our West Coast walk-in store in Walnut, California, head on over there right now because you're going to get a chance to meet these guys, talk about cool new Jag products, and have a chance to win either a Speed Airsoft BB Shield, a DEF CON Warlock Pack, or a SOCOM Gear 1911 High Kappa.
Yes.
Correct. So head on over.
Stack.
How many rounds does it hold?
Like 24.
Highly acceptable.
And
All right.
2 mags.
Oh, 2 mags with it?
Comes with 2 mags.
Shoot, wish we'd
that hand does.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching once again, and we'll see you guys on the next GI TV live show, which will be same GI time, same GI place, same GI YouTube channel. Bye-bye, guys.
See you guys.
So to Chili's.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay.